So I've been seeing some insane trades on Jailbreak, like Icebreaker. The season 7 reward, I believe, has shot up, and it's been kind of crazy. Trading has been flipping a lot. It's not very consistent, and just now people are realizing that value lists don't work, and I think that it was never a good idea in the first place because people can value different items at different things. I hear that Icebreaker shot up to 2 to 3 brulees, which is crazy, but it can work, honestly, which is pretty crazy. But I think that if you value your item at something and you trade it for that, it's fine. Let me give an example here. If the common standard for trading for the spinner rims, is a torpedo and let's say a beignet, that's one person who thinks their spinner rims are worth 1 torpedo and 1 beignet. But you can meet another person who has spinner rims. They value their spinner rims at 2 torpedoes and 3 brulees, let's say. This is just an example. Literally every item has different values because depending on who you're trading, they're gonna value the item differently. That's why it's so important to find the right person to trade, because if they don't value their item as much, they're not gonna trade it for that much. Oh, that didn't despawn? That's weird. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if you think that value lists work, it just doesn't, because everyone values their items differently, and putting a value on them. Oh my god, this cop. Oh my god, it's going down. Get away, cop. Okay, no you do not. He's not getting to me, right? Oh my god, he got so close. Get him. You are not getting that key card. That is my key card. Yep. Okay, I don't even need the key card. But yeah, if I value a torpedo at 3 brulees and you think that's a steal, that's fine, because I value it at that. But if you find someone that values their torpedo at 3 brulees, or if you find someone that values their torpedo at 3 beam hybrids, depending on who you trade, you could be making a good trade or a bad trade. So it's all about finding the right person to trade. You can't really say this isn't worth that isn't worth this. You can't put a capped value on every item. If you were to make a value list, though, you would have to have the average value of what people value their items at. So if you value, let's say, we're trying to get the value of a torpedo. You value, let's say 75% of people value their torpedo at 3 brulees, okay? But then if 75 people say that they value their torpedo at 3 brulees, then you can say that's the value, but you're probably going to find people trading it for less, and more than likely find people trading it for more, because once again, everyone values items differently. Obviously, if you get a better trade than 3 brulees, even if you value your torpedo at 3, oh my god, even if you value your torpedo at only 3 brulees, and okay, wait, I need to focus. If you value your torpedo at only 3 brulees and then you trade it for less than 3 brulees, you're gonna be losing for yourself. But if you value your torpedo at, oh my god, I don't think I can make it. I'm gonna have to wait for this to go down. I don't think I can crawl under that. Okay. But yeah, if you value your torpedo at 3 brulees compared to someone who values their torpedo at 3 beam hybrids, you're better off trading the person who values their torpedo at 3 brulees. Once again, it's extremely important you find the right person to trade, or else you will be making a good trade or a bad trade. If you have a torpedo and you trade that torpedo for 3 beam hybrids, who's to say that's a good trade versus trading your torpedo for 3 brulees? Like, you can say that 3 beam hybrids is better than 3 brulees, but with everyone changing their opinions all the time, you can't really say that that's a good trade compared to another trade. And this only applies to limited vehicles, because obviously you're not going to be trading like 5 Chirons for a torpedo. That's never going to be a thing, ever. I don't think that's ever going to be a thing. Most players have the Chiron, and it's not a limited car unless it goes limited. I don't think 5 Chirons will ever be worth a torpedo. This is mainly for limited vehicles. I see some older cars like the Mini Cooper coming back to attention, and then people valuing it more because it's like an OG, and if you didn't start or wasn't paying attention back then, you wouldn't have got the Mini Cooper. So I think maybe people will notice the Mini Cooper more and value it more. But that's all I really had to say. Like, you can't put a value on an item. Value lists just don't work. Everyone has a different opinion about an item. Everyone values their items differently. If you follow just one straight value list, you're probably either not going to get any good trades or you're only going to get bad trades. It's also about finding the right person, because if you don't find the right person who's willing to do the trade thinking it's a good trade for them, you're probably not going to do things. So you definitely have to take some time to find a good trade. You won't be joining a server and getting the trade you want right off the bat unless you get really, really lucky. But that's also something. I wish the trading hub had something like you can search up 2 billion spoiler, let's say, and everyone in the server who has 2 billion spoiler, something will appear over their head or something just telling you that they have the item you're looking for. Because asking people, do you have this item, is kind of just not very practical. And if they're not reading stuff, they're probably not going to find your trade, and it kind of just sucks. Okay, I wish that there was an easier way of finding people that you're actually willing to trade. I hope you found this informative, that value lists just simply don't work in Jailbreak. Maybe they work in other games like Adopt Me. I have no experience with that. But anyway, goodbye. Speaking about experiences, if you want to see me play the new Roblox Jailbreak update, click the video on the right to see part 1 and click the video on the left to see part 2.